You know, growing up as a kid in the 80s, listening to what's now been coined hair metal, it was impossible to not know who George Lynch is. Dokken, one of my favorite bands. George Lynch is easily in my top 3 favorite guitar players. So this morning, sitting here on YouTube, I'm checking out this new thing he's got. New to me, I didn't know about it. Where he's did an album with the cat from Striper. You know, he's burning that guitar up. Never disappoints. That made me grab my guitar while I'm sitting here watching it. And so then I went into practice mode, you know. And so one lick that I use a lot is I play it like this. Now what I'm doing is I'm taking my first finger at the 12th fret on the B string. And I do a hammer and a pull off. And then with my third finger, I go to the 14th fret on the G string. And then I do another hammer and pull, this time with my pinky at the 15th fret on the B string. So it's... Now played along with a metronome at a higher speed. So it's a lick I like, and then I thought, kind of like with those people with the bracelets, those "What would Jesus do?" I said, what would George do? What would George do? So if I showed him that lick, how would he make it his own? Well, in George's technique, he slides around a lot. And I thought, well, instead of picking the notes like that and doing the hammers, what if I incorporated a slide there? That would sound pretty cool. So played, you know, faster. That's pretty cool. And then I thought it's something that you can move around, so you're not just stuck. You can only play it right here. And then, so as I was messing around with that, you know, it's something that really you can take any of your personal favorite licks that you use and just figure out a spot where you can add a slide instead of picking the note. Like if you're playing... So with your first finger at the 12th fret on the high E string, you might play that. So you're doing a hammer pull off with your pinky at the 15th fret. And then with your third finger at the 15th fret on the B string. That might be cool. Another place, you know, I'm just showing you that you can take it anywhere. I haven't really worked any of this other stuff out. So if it's a little sloppy, forgive me. Another lick that I use a lot. So I might do... You know, that's another place. Just figure out spots that you can add those little quick slides in, and it definitely adds a totally different dynamic to the lick that you're playing. Whereas before, we'll go back to the first one, I would have played the lick like this. Adding that slide in. You know, so it just made it a whole brand new lick, a whole new dynamic to the sound of what I was doing, and really spiced it up in my opinion. So that is today's What Would George Do? So I hope that helps you, man. I hope it inspires you to turn around and find something in your lick and just kind of shake things up a little bit. I hope you dig it, and if you do, you know, again, as always, please subscribe.